A big piece of news coming in from Maharashtra. Nawab Malik is under the ED scanner. The Enforcement Directorate has attached his properties. This is the latest that we are getting as far as Mr. Nawab Malik is concerned. Remember, earlier in the day, there were reports. In fact, yesterday also the Supreme Court agreed to consider listing for hearing Maharashtra minister's pleas seeking immediate release from prison in the money laundering case. And today what we are getting to know is that the Enforcement Directorate has attached Nawab Malik's properties. For more on this, I'm joined by Sandeep on the broadcast. Sandeep, what is the latest that you can share with us? The Enforcement Directorate has attached Nawab Malik's properties.
Nawab Malik, who is under ED's custody at this point of time, and as far as the revelation was made and as far the investigation was underway, his multi-crore properties has been attached. Now, what are the properties that has been attached by Enforcement Directorate is that his Goawala compound, which was originally owned by Mariam sisters, which was illegally taken up by Nawab Malik, that is been seized. Apart from that, one of the commercial unit in Kurla has been seized. Apart from that, his three flats located in Kurla West has been seized, and 2 flats in Bandra West has been seized. Major land has been seized of Nawab Malik from Osmanabad. So it is multi-acre land, around 147-acre land has been seized by Enforcement Directorate. And what are the information that has been provided from Enforcement Directorate is 11.6 crores were taken by the tenants Nawab Malik took 11.6 crores of rupees from the tenants of Goawala compound. So this is the information that we are getting at this point of time, and his properties has been attached in the money laundering case. Remember, NIA is parallelly investigating this case, and after the financial angle and this land case was was into the light, the Enforcement Directorate started investigating. Nawab Malik was arrested and now is behind ED's custody. So definitely a big operation or big seizure by Enforcement Directorate done on Nawab Malik's property.
Right. Sandeep, please stay on with us. I'm also joined by NCP's Majid Memon on the broadcast. Mr. Majid Memon, thank you for making time and speaking to Mirror Now. How do you view this development? Just this morning, the Supreme Court agreed to hear the urgent matter of Mr. Nawab Malik, and now we know that the ED has attached Nawab Malik's properties.
The Enforcement Directorate is continuing its investigation in this alleged offence under Money Laundering Act. And as a part of their investigation, they may have now attached the certain properties which they, according to them, is the proceeds of crime. Now, this is what the law says. But then such attachment is only provisional, and it is required to be confirmed by the adjudicating authority. They will have to approach the adjudicating. The court would now examine whether this attachment was required, whether this attachment is justified, and whether this property could be detached on the plea of the accused. The merits of the action by the ED will be examined by the court. The accused and his counsel will have all the right to oppose this and point out to the court that this has been done wrongly and the properties are not the proceeds of crime.
Right, thank you so much, Mr. Majid Memon, for weighing in on this development. I'm also joined by BJP's Vishwas Pathak on the broadcast. Mr. Pathak, the Maharashtra government has consistently said that the centre, the ED through its agencies, is trying to target the Maharashtra government, the MVA government, and the latest development that the ED has attached Nawab Malik's properties. What is your defense? Because what we have seen is Mr. Arvind Sawant has just told our network that this is vendetta politics.
See, ED does their job as an independent agency, and there is a process involved in it. Whether it is the government of Mr. Modi or earlier government of Dr. Manmohan Singh, there have been instances wherein ED has conducted such kind of activities. As far as this instant case is concerned, we all know that Mr. Nawab Malik has mopped up so much assets in one generation. So naturally, people would know that what kind of activities he would have involved in. As far as ED is concerned, they would have got some kind of clue, and therefore they are going after Mr. Malik. Of course, our country is a law of land, and courts are there to monitor it also. If somebody feels that they are being victimized or targeted, they can always go to the court. They should believe in the agencies.
Right. Thank you so much, Vishwas Pathak ji, for speaking to Mirror Now. So the big development that is emerging from Maharashtra is that the Enforcement Directorate has attached the properties of Minister Nawab Malik. Sandeep is still with us. Sandeep, for the benefit of our viewers, could you help us understand the probe, the status of the probe? What is the latest as far as the investigation in this concern and the properties that have been attached by the Enforcement Directorate?
See, as far as the investigation and the probe is concerned, Nawab Malik is, under ED's custody, and the Enforcement Directorate officials recently visited and checked up with the Goawala compound, and all his properties were searched, whether it is Kurla West apartments, whether it is Bandra West apartment that has been seized, or the Goawala compound. The people belonging to these, the tenants who are belonging to Goawala compound and other people using those commercial properties, which is owned by Nawab Malik and family, their statements were taken, and it came to light that Nawab Malik had earned around 11.6 crores from Goawala compound itself. So these are the major revelation, and we will have to wait and watch whether some more family members like his son Faraz Nawab Malik, his brother Kaptan Malik, and other people associated to Malik family will be arrested or not. Because remember, in the past also, his son was summoned, his family members were summoned, but no one appeared before the Enforcement Directorate. Rather, they went to Bombay High Court, wherein, Bombay High Court didn't, give them relief. And now they have switched to Supreme Court to get a relief and has demanded to, quash the case, in fact. So definitely we'll have to wait and watch what kind of more actions, is taken by Enforcement Directorate, and what evidence does Enforcement Directorate gets in this case, whether it is, whether any more links within Nawab Malik family and D company is established or not, who all will be, linked to this case from D company. That we will have to see, because this action is against only Nawab Malik as of now, and no action has been taken so far from D company. Although Iqbal Kaskar's properties was also attached a few days ago in a extortion case, but we will have to wait and watch what more actions is taken in upcoming days.
All right. Thank you, Sandeep, for those updates.